Wolf Gang, we back in this thing. Brand new video for y'all. Today, I'm gonna give you some game on how to turn her on instantly. You do these 6 things, I'm telling you, she yours. A lot of times, women they'll be interested in you, but if they're not sexually attracted to you, then none will happen, right? So here's a little game just to keep you from avoiding all that. The first one that you have to do is that you have to dress well. It's all about how you presenting yourself. You know, when you first walk in a room, right? The first thing people notice is what you're wearing and how you're walking in. If you look good, you're gonna feel good. If you feel good, you're gonna get the girl and you're gonna make her feel good. Simple as that. But you gotta learn how to put nice clothes together. Make sure you matching, color coordinate. You got to coordinate. Real talk. Um, and wear some clothes that are not too tight, but they show your muscles. They hug you, right? So she could see like your build. Especially if you're a dude that work out, you want to show your muscles. You want to show what you've been working on, right? And women notice that. This ain't the early 2000s. Don't be wearing no baggy jeans with the long jerseys. Like, nah, 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 nah. None of that baggy stuff. We grown men around here, right? And if you're not, I'm teaching you how to be a grown man. Wear some tight. Wear some presentable. Not too tight. Nowadays, dudes get carried away wearing skirts and leggings. I ain't talking about that. That's some other stuff. But wear something that shows off your body, man. Wear something that shows off your muscles. All right. Number two, be honest with your attraction for her. See, this is where a lot of dudes mess up when it comes to turning a woman on. Like, they don't let her know that they're attracted to her, that she's sexy, or that they want to do some things to her, right? Because think about it, a lot of dudes are scared these days to even make a move to tell a woman how they really feel. Instead, they be trying to do some BS like, oh, how's your morning going? What did you eat for breakfast today? And you don't care about what she eating, right? The only cakes you care about is what's in them jeans, right? Them the only things you care about. So, in order to do that, you got to let her know that. I've had a woman tell me, like, you know what turned me on about you? Is because you know what you want. Because I'm the type to flirt with her and let her know, like, damn, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm trying to bend you over right now. Just random out the blue. She like, he said it? Because most dudes be scared to say stuff like that. So you gotta let her know that you want her, but don't be creepy with it, right? Don't be like, oh, I'm trying to eat the booty like groceries. Don't do some stuff like that. That's dumb, man. You're gonna scare her away. Don't be weird and creepy. Be flirtatious and romantic. I'm gonna say that again. Don't be weird and creepy. That could lead you into some trouble. Be flirtatious and romantic. All right, number three, be a good listener. This is a way to turn a woman on without you having to say a word. Be a great listener. When you're listening, ask her questions, right? Women love to talk about themselves. Ask them questions where she has to go in depth, where she has to explain. Don't ask one word, questions that require one word answers because you ain't going to get nowhere. Make sure so for example, oh, so what you got planned for this weekend? You know, stuff like that. So where she really got to tell you and explain herself or what'd you do last weekend or whatever, but just ask open-ended questions, to keep the conversation flowing. And then when you listening, make sure you give, making eye contact, that you saying you giving verbal confirmation that you're listening. You want to be present when you're talking to her. All right, number four, you got to touch her, right? Now, I ain't talking about, again, not weird and creepy, but flirtatious and romantically, right? And how you do that is subtle touches. Like, let's say, you walk by her, brush up against her a little bit. Or let's say she do something good. You're like, hey, good job. You put a hand on her shoulder or back or something. But you have to break the touch barrier somehow, some way. Because that is going to build up the sexual tension. See, women will melt, right? You touch them and they want you, she melt like, oh man. And then that's gonna make her think about you more. Like, man, I wonder how it'd be if he touched me somewhere else. Like, that's how it is. But you gotta break the touch barrier. Can't be all nervous. It shows confidence. Can't be all nervous. Just little subtle touches. Don't be grabbing shit. Like, nah, that's how you'll end up in some trouble. Subtle, seductive touches. Number 5, you gotta get her out her head. Women live in their head. She's gonna overthink. She's gonna overanalyze. She's gonna worry. So what you have to do is you have to get her out her head and make her become present. Get her in the present moment. Say a joke. Get her laughing. Do something silly, right? But you gotta get her out her head and have her enjoy you in the moment. Okay? Because the best way you could get a woman, and the quickest way, and really the only way, you gotta go through her mind, right? You gotta go through her mind. That's how you get her. So you gotta get her out her mind, and you gotta get her focused on you, right? So then she could be thinking about you instead of all the things that could go wrong. All right, but get her to be present. Get her out her head. Women would love you for that. Last but not least, hey, you gotta take control of the situation. We gotta be dominant out here. We gotta be masculine. So, for example, if you on a date with a chick or you planning a date with a girl, you can't be asking, oh, where you want to go? Where you want to eat? And then she's like, oh, I don't know. You choose. And you're like, well, I'm not really sure. Like, you can't be all that. You can't be going back and forth indecisive. No, you should know. All right, we going here. I'm going to pick you up at 7. Be ready. Simple as that. I've had a woman tell me, like, man, I love that because you know what you want. And it goes back to what I was talking about. Number 2, when you flirt with her and stuff, you gotta know what you want. When you flirt with her and you confident, you do these things, you let her know, look, I'm a man. I know what I want. I know what I'm after. Ain't no hesitation. They love that. So when you planning a date or just anything, deciding what to eat, you choose. You choose. They'll thank you for it. Women don't want to lead. They don't want to have to lead. That's not their job to lead. That's your job. All right? They will gladly follow. But you got to know what you're going, know where you're going. So when you're planning things, plan everything out. All right? All right. That was a nice quick 6 for my fellas, man. Those were 6 ways to turn a woman on. I promise you, work on these, do these, and you'll be better off. All right? Because you could get a woman interested, but I'm sure most of my guys want to get them sexually attracted, right? You want to build that tension up. All right, like, comment, subscribe. To the next video. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay blessed. And that's lit.